When you run a Bonner program or campus-wide center, you plan a lot of meetings. You plan meetings with your Bonners, your orientation itself is a major meeting, multiple sessions and over sometimes 2, maybe even 3 days. You have the first year service trip. So you also have those kind of excursions that have lots of sessions attached to them, both service sessions, but also reflection and meals. You plan your weekly Bonner meetings by class or your all Bonner meetings. You do orientation agendas for your community partners, for faculty, or meetings with your admissions staff. For all of these, you need to have a goal, a learning outcomes, agenda. You need to know who's going to take the lead on it. You need to know where it's going to be taking place. You need to have a place where multiple folks can collaborate on planning that meeting. Or in case of your supervisor, you're able to see what somebody else on your staff is planning and able to step in and provide some suggestions or feedback as they've requested. So in the agenda database, there's a common set of parameters for any session. So they are date and time. And often you want an end date and an end time. That way you can say this session went from 1 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. You have who's the lead staff person, or staff could be multiple staff. You have the various audiences you might be addressing, and there's a whole range of them as a starting point for you. And then the status of that session. Is it proposed? Is it something scheduled or completed? Then it's the type of session. Is it a meal? Because if you're planning a first year service trip, you have to schedule meals in there. If you're doing orientation, you have to schedule those. Is it a presentation, a reflection session? Is it a site visit to a community partner that you have to plan out? Is it a workshop? The format, in-person, virtual, very importantly, where's the location of that session? The description of it. There are some related properties. Which project is it attached to? What organization might you be meeting? And the resources you might be bringing to bear. Then you have the actual template we're using for meetings. And just so you know, when you open the page, it could show up as completely empty. So here's the template for new sessions. You can create alternative templates or additional templates for different types of meetings. This one has an action item database in case you want to assign specific tasks to other staff members. So it links to that database. Then it has the standard meeting planning, the goal or learning outcomes of that session, brainstorming what the presentations might be, the exercises or breakouts. And then finally, the actual agenda for that session with times. This allows multiple people to collaborate in planning a session. Here you have links and area to upload the slides and handouts and a link to your resource database where you can utilize training modules, PowerPoints, those kinds of things. Down here, we'll deal with this later, but you could track who attended and also what feedback you received. So that's the standard template for meetings. Now I want to show you how they might look in a specific project or two. First of all, here's the orientation. So here we have the orientation agenda. There's a lot more to plan than just the agenda, but you do have the ability here to share the agenda for that meeting. Family session, 6 to 7 p.m. on August 13th. The students' opening session, 7 to 8:30. When dinner's being held, this seems quite late, so maybe that actually needs to be put earlier. Okay, so you have the planning for the sessions, including the meals, where they're taking place, who the lead staff are. We don't have the location here, so we can add the location. People can see that. Maybe you want that a little farther up. Maybe you want to change the order of this. These are all the flexibility you have in planning your agenda. You can see it all together, and then you can go into any given session and edit and make those changes you might need. Second project I want to show you is first year service trip. A very different kind of planning, because now you includes travel. So here you might have a night before dinner, an orientation to the travel, a light breakfast, a visit site, all the little steps you have and what type of sessions they are. So you can plan the whole thing. And again, you can assign who's the lead staff person for that, what the audience is, how long those sessions are, the locations, all in one convenient place. The final thing to say about the meeting agenda database is that by being in the same place and stored in the same database, you will be able to, over time, see what the prior meetings were. So I could look at last year's school year Bonner meetings and see all of them in one place. And I can also organize them by audience. I can organize them by skill set being taught, that kind of thing. So it's very valuable for planning and helpful for understanding and analyzing what your schedule has been and how your plan is going for the year.